Guys, so how to overcome porn addiction when you suffer with social anxiety and anxiety in general. Hit that subscribe button if you want to improve your anxiety and gain more confidence and achieve your goals and just be more happy and more social. So I get lots of questions of guys asking me to do videos on this subject, and I just want to address something actually. You know, there's always going to be a select few people that are going to get offended by this particular conversation, this video, and I can understand where they're coming from. I don't agree with them, so let me address it now. When I make these videos, I'm not judging any man that watches pornography or who has an addiction. It's not the case. I'm not doing that. There's two reasons why I wouldn't do that. Well, first of all, because I've watched porn myself, and I've had my struggles with it over the years. I've also succeeded as well. And secondly, that's just not how I was brought up as a person. I'm not judging anyone. So I'm not going to go out and just go up to random guys and say, oh, by the way, you know, do you watch porn, or have you got an addiction? You want to stop watching that because it's going to ruin your life, or you could be doing a lot better. I'm making the videos for my audience, people that ask me, and you guys ask me a lot to talk about this. I've got a personal newsletter, and I send out, you know, different letters on anxiety, confidence, relationships, social anxiety, and you know, when I sent a newsletter about how to overcome porn, it got the highest click rates. So it tells you a lot of people in my audience are asking for it. So of course, you know, there's a difference between, you know, giving advice on how to overcome porn addiction when someone's asking for the advice. People want me to tell them, they want me to teach them, as opposed to somebody who doesn't want to stop watching porn, doesn't want someone to tell them not to watch it, and doesn't want to be judged. So I'm not judging anyone. There is a difference. So I just wanted to clear that up, right? Now, when I look at the percentages, actually, I'd say 85% of people are really positive. I get messages from all around the world from videos that I've done on, well, for all my videos, but especially on porn addiction, guys saying, you've helped me. Since watching it, I've quit porn, I've got a girlfriend, or you've made me feel like I'm not on my own, or the fact that you admitted that you've had your struggles with it, Johnny, it's helped me to not feel ashamed or embarrassed or like I'm less of a person. So it helps a lot of people, so I'm going to keep doing videos on this. And if some people get offended, I don't go out of my way to hurt anyone's feelings or offend them. I don't want to do that, but at the same time, it's going to be their problem, not mine. Because you can't overcome a problem by keeping it a secret. You've got to speak about it. You've got to have these uncomfortable conversations, otherwise I couldn't inspire anyone. And I couldn't inspire myself as well in the process. So these are things that have worked for me that I've done with getting over it. And like I said, I'm speaking to a specific type of person who is exactly like I was many years ago. You know, for a lot of you, single, not single out of choice, but single because you're scared, you've got anxiety, you're fearful, you have low self-esteem, you don't believe you can get a girlfriend, or you're a bit socially awkward. I was all these things. But the great thing about my story is I changed that and got the results. And I've helped so many people to do it, and I know so many more of you can do it with this advice. So, first thing, to state the obvious, guys, what I've found, what works with quitting porn addiction is you've got to get a real relationship. When we really look at the root cause of the problem, would most of you be watching porn if you had a real woman, you had a girlfriend or a partner? And I know there are cases where guys still watch it and they've got wives and girlfriends, and I'll probably cover that in another video, but for most part, a lot of you, because I was the same, right? This is not a judgment. This is just being honest as an observation. A lot of you are single, not by choice, but by default because you're not able to face your own fears. And that's really what this problem is about. There would never be a porn addiction in the first place if you was able to face your own fears. And this is the experience I had at 25. 25, I had a bad addiction to porn because I didn't have a girlfriend. I didn't have a job. I was completely in anxiety and fear. And I wasn't able to face it at that point. But a little bit later on, I did find the courage. I did face my social anxiety. I got a girlfriend, I fell in love. I got myself back into employment, and there was no more addiction. I had no thirst for it. There was no desire, there was no craving. So to state the obvious, or maybe not for some, you guys have got to take action on your fears. Otherwise, it's going to be unlikely that you're going to overcome it. And you need a strategy, you need goals. Like my two goals are what I just said when I was having a bad time with giving up porn when I was 25. I wanted to get a girlfriend, I wanted to have an income. As soon as I got those two goals, I succeeded. The addiction, and it just happened naturally. I didn't have to think, oh, I want to overcome it, I want to stop watching it. I just stopped watching it. I didn't need to watch it. I had a real woman, real love, real intimacy, real connection. And these are the things that a lot of guys are missing. And that's why you're watching it. So I'm trying to educate you. And as I'm educating you, it's not judging, but it's straight to the point. No BSing around. I can't do all that stuff. I can't do small talk and go around it. I have to straight to it. So getting a real woman is going to help you. You know, and obviously with that, easier said than done. You've got to go out and face your social phobia. You've got to start interacting and talking to women. Even if you do online dating, you're going to speak online, but you're going to have to go for a date in person. So however you date, whatever platform works for you, whether it's online dating, events, speed dating, or just speaking to women in any situation that presents itself, you're going to have to face that fear. And that's, you've got to set a goal, you've got to push yourself, you've got to persevere, you've got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Because you guys are all capable of doing it. Because I know if I could do it, I'm no different, I'm no better or worse, normal person. Then all of you can do it. And I know you can do it because I've helped so many guys on my 6 weeks program to get a girlfriend, to overcome their anxiety, to start their own business, to face this fear more, this anxiety. So the porn addiction is a consequence of you not facing your anxiety in the areas in which you would need to face it. So figure out a strategy and get a real relationship. Secondly, fitness. Fit body, fit mind. The fitter you are, the more happy you are. When you're happy and fit, you're less inclined. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying that if somebody's fit and in shape that they're never going to watch porn. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying they're less likely. The more happy you are, the better your mental health, the more love you've got in your life. You know, if you've got a real relationship, it's a lot easier to pack it in. It was way easier for me, guys. But was it easy for me to stop looking at pornography and watching that stuff when I wasn't fit? I didn't have a job, I didn't have an income, and I didn't have a girlfriend. No, it was very hard for me. But I did it. I did it through all the things I'm telling you to do. You've got to get to a point where you want to do this. So you need to set goals. I've got a question for all of you. What is your goal? Let's not dwell on the addiction. Let's not get down. Let's not judge ourselves. Let's not beat ourselves up. Let's say, what is my goal? Okay, the addiction is there as a consequence of me not having goals or being too scared to take action towards those goals. And maybe you need some mentorship, you need some support. Because at some point, guys, you've got to realize if you've not been able to do something that you desperately want to do on your own, then you're going to have to put your hand up and ask for help. There's nothing wrong with that. It actually makes you more of a man. It makes you intelligent. I've done it myself. I've had mentors, paid mentors. It's life-changing. Free mentors, paid mentors, advice from people that know more than me. So if you need mentorship, you can email me and I can schedule a Zoom call for 40 minutes. The call's free, and then we can discuss your situation. I can see if my program would benefit you, if it could work, if it could help you. And if there's chemistry and you want to work with me, it's going to happen. If there's not chemistry on either side, you don't want to work with me, that's fine. You can say no, I can handle no straight away, not a problem. I'll be the same with you. It's not personal. If I feel I couldn't work with you, if I don't feel confident I could help you, I'm not going to sign you up to a program. That's my integrity. That's how I do things. That's how I work. That's how I do business. But hopefully a lot of you can just do this on your own from the advice I'm giving you. So the first thing you need, a real relationship with a woman. You need to work out regularly, get a routine going where it really challenges you, at least 3 times a week. 2 options there. Third one, you need a purpose in life, you need a passion, you need a hobby, and that can be anything. And it doesn't have to be, it's not about, see, this thing is all about for you guys, not what I think, not what the next man thinks, not what everyone else thinks. What's your passion in life? What's your hobby? One of my passions is making these videos, inspiring people, teaching. I love doing this. So the more I do this, the less inclined and the less the appetite is to want to go and watch porn. And, you know, because I've got a relationship, because I'm seeing someone, I'm getting the real thing. And I want that situation for all of you. Why not? Everyone deserves to be happy. So the way that I help you to tackle porn is in quite a unique, different way. It's really about looking at what are my fears, what are my goals. Or my fear is my social anxiety. I have a fear of talking to people, talking to women, talking to new people. I've got a fear of opening up. I've got a fear of getting anxious or getting awkward. So that's the fear that you want to explore. The very thing that you're afraid of, that's the route towards happiness, success. So you really need to motivate yourself. And these are all the ways. I'm just spitting them all out. It doesn't matter what order you do them in. You could work out first, get some confidence and fitness. Then you could look for a relationship, get a relationship, and then you can look for a job. Or if you've got a job you're not happy, you can improve your income, educate yourself, start a business. So whatever order you do it in doesn't really matter as long as you do it. But if you neglect all these things and you don't be social, you don't socialize, you don't have goals, it's going to be very hard to beat this addiction. Very, very difficult. Because if you've been doing it a long time, that's a sign that you are not happy, to state the obvious, and you're depressed. And there's a reason for it. So it's really being honest with yourself. So yeah, I understand this conversation is challenging, but if there's no challenge, there's going to be no reward. So this is the exact process I did at 25, guys. I'm just repeating that again, so I know you can do it. And I'm using that process now in my late 30s. I set goals. I be honest with myself. I look at the reason what's making me watch porn. It's always a consequence of unhappiness, pain, sadness, loneliness, trauma, the past, fears of the future, fears of responsibility. It's all those things. So how can I get out of it? I can get out of it by becoming fearless, having a goal-orientated mindset, taking action a little bit at a time each day, building the confidence, getting a mentor, getting that extra support. That's how you do it in a nutshell. And obviously you're going to have days where you're going to fail. None of us are perfect. I'm not perfect. Along the road of succeeding and getting over the addiction, you might not watch it for a week. You might watch it for a day. You just got to not quit and not beat yourself up. Be kind to yourself, not be judgmental, but be honest and truthful at the same point. Be accountable. Don't blame anybody else. Don't even blame the porn for you being addicted to it. It's not good. None of us like it. I think it should be banned. That's probably never going to happen. But take responsibility, because nobody's forcing you to watch it other than you. That's what I had to tell myself. And if you're down and sad that you're not getting a relationship, only you're causing it, because there's so many great women out there. There's a woman out there for all of you, every single one of us. But if you don't go out there and let let it be known to women that you exist, how are they going to get to know you? So you've got to create these opportunities, and these are all the mindsets that you have to take on board and apply. And at the end of the day, I could even boil it down to being social. The more social you are, the more chance you've got of improving finances, getting a relationship. And then when you've got things that make you happy, look, when you've got love in your life, connection, purpose, reason, goals, accountability, value to offer the world, which everybody has got, but a lot of people don't believe it, they don't act on it. It's easy to quit porn. Then it's a piece of piss, sorry my language, piece of piss, it really is. But it's not easy to quit it when you're struggling in every single area of your life, because you've allowed the struggles to mount up, because you've not faced what needs to be faced, what needs to be done, the responsibilities that need to be taken care of. I rest my case. That's how you do it. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, like, share, subscribe. And as always, if you want to book a call, take it to the next step and get my mentorship, inquire about my programs, how they work, we can do that on the Zoom call. I'll get back to you in the next 48 hours. Send me an email. My email address is below this video, and we'll go from there, all right? Appreciate all your support, and I'll speak to you in the next video. Become fearless.